We are so close to the completion of the shelter, it's time for the final push. It's not been 24 hours yet, and you can see this area here that the chickens have just scratched up completely. Good morning, little buddy.
Good morning. How you feeling?
I'm feeling fine.
Well,
did you have fun yesterday with all your friends at my surprise birthday party?
yes, I wanted the orange cake.
Well, there's still some left. I'm sure you can have some later.
Well, we can have that for dessert.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
What do you say we get back to work on this and see what we can get done? Take 2 on cutting this didn't go really any better than take 1. I still cut it just a little bit short in one section, and it's a little bit long in one section. So I don't have any more sheet metal, and I'm not buying any more. So we'll just have to make do with how it is. Alright guys, I am finally ready to present to you the mobile sheep shelter. If you guys remember back to about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, when we first started talking about the ideas for building a shelter, there were a few things I mentioned that I really wanted to implement in the design. I wanted a shelter that was sturdier and more permanent than this temporary cattle panel shelter. I also needed the shelter to be mobile. I didn't want anything that was permanently fixed in the ground. I wanted something that I could take out to pasture, that I could leave in the laneway. In the winter, I could pull it back towards the house and use it for hay storage, or if we ever get a lawnmower, I could put the lawnmower in it, that kind of thing. As you guys know, this is built on skids. It is not fixed in the ground. This is a mobile unit. So the question then is, how mobile is the unit? I need something that 2 adults can move on their own. I don't have any machinery. I don't have a tractor. I don't have an ATV. I don't have anything that can pull this. I do have a pickup truck. However, I don't want to be driving my pickup truck out in the pasture. That can lead to a lot of soil compaction. It's just not a good idea. So you want something very light if you're going to be driving in your pastures. As it stands right now, we probably can't move this thing on our own. It seems pretty heavy. I haven't really tried yet, and I was thinking about putting on a couple 2x4s on either side for handles, see if we can pick it up and actually move it a little. We'll try that in a little bit. The idea for putting wheels on this actually came up. It was in my mind when I was first designing this system, but I wasn't sure if we would need the wheels or not, and it came up in the comments section a couple days ago in the videos. And one of our viewers, Peoria Dude, also asked about the possibility of using a Joel Salatin style dolly to crank under this thing and move it when we need to do that. Earlier today, I went to the hardware store to price out these options. Some wheels with flat free tires on it were about $35 a piece. So it would be $140 to put 4 wheels on here. And then I went looking at the dollies, and the dolly that was robust enough to handle something like this was about $150. I'm really not prepared to spend another $140 to $150 on this thing. So I'm gonna look around on Craigslist on the internet, see what else I can find, if I can get a cheaper alternative. And lastly, I wanted a potential emergency shelter for the chicken tractor. The chicken tractor is 8 feet long, and if I remember correctly, it's about 43 or 44 inches wide. Whoa. Check that out, somebody did a big squat up there. The floor space within the shelter is 4 feet wide, and the skids are 12 feet long, but the actual functional interior space of the shelter is right at 11 feet. We have some plans in the works for getting the chickens a winter shelter. If for some reason those plans fail, or we just don't find another option for the chickens, then at least I have something to put the tractor in. I designed this to where the tractor could fit in here. There would be enough room for the door to open and the chickens to get in and out. We probably wouldn't be able to get to the nest boxes via the back of the tractor anymore. We'd probably have to lift the whole roof of the tractor up, but either way it would be fine. I just screwed on some of the scrap wood I had left over, this little piece here. I screwed that to the frame to act as a little spacer, and I did the same down there, and then I screwed this 2x4 to that to act as a handlebar. So there's a little space off the shelter there that you can get your hand under for good grip. I'm gonna see what this feels like picking it up before I do one on the other side. This thing is a beast. Yeah, it's pretty heavy, but I was able to move it a few inches on my own, just pulling back on it, which gives me hope if I put another handle on the other side that 2 of us picking it up would be able to slowly get it out to pasture. It would be exhausting, hard work, but I think maybe we can do it. And speaking of moving, I completely forgot that we needed to move the sheep. We're definitely overdue for that. The good news is, though, we're on the last paddock for this side of the pasture, which means the fencing's already done because we have the back fencing already in and then the perimeter fence on this side. So I'm just gonna straighten that out down there and open that gate, and that's it.